What I want to do, or the impact that I want to leave on the field, is I want to make sure that teachers are prepared for the realities of the classroom, and I want to make sure that we're doing our best to prepare teachers to work with diverse students. Ever since I was a little child, I'd always wanted to grow up and become a teacher. I've had a lot of excellent teachers in my life, and so that's just something that I had in my mind. And so I studied education as an undergrad, and upon graduation, became an elementary school teacher. After teaching, it was in the classroom for about 5 years. After teaching for several years, I began to get a bit antsy, and again, I was always passionate about education, but kind of starting to think about the world outside of my classroom. And so I took a leave of absence from teaching, and I moved to northern Iraq, and I worked for a non-governmental organization, an NGO, for a year. And that really changed my life in many ways. And during that time, when locals would hear that of my public school teaching background in the United States, they would invite me to do teacher training in their classrooms and in their schools. And at that point, I just felt really underprepared, and I didn't really know where to start. And so where I started with just doing some observations, and I visited various schools. And in the end, I left my time in Iraq, and I came back really excited about the opportunity of teaching and teacher preparation, specifically in limited resource contexts. This is a great question, and this is kind of the crux of my research, because I think it's very important to prepare teachers for working in diverse classrooms, specifically with culturally and linguistically diverse students, because we see that we're preparing our teachers for these contexts where there's an increasing number of culturally and linguistically diverse students. And so I feel like teachers need to be prepared for the realities of the classroom in which we're preparing them to go. And so because we're preparing them for these diverse classrooms with all these diverse students, it's important that the teachers need to know, the teachers know how to best be able to meet the needs of these students.
Yeah, I'll leave them with their books.
20, 40, 60, 80.